Hello, Aquarius. Here you go. First card, I'm reading the bottom of the deck for you, which is the two kids fighting in the back seat of the car. And those two kids could be you and your lover, or they could be your actual kids. So with that said, let's get started with your reading for March 2017. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. I missed you very much. I know you missed me as well. And let's see what's happening for you in love and career. Your free psychic prediction. And this is for Aquarius. Oh boy, first card to come up, the High Priestess. She's reversed. Let's talk about the High Priestess in the upright, Aquarius, because we are learning how to read the tarot, and that is my mission with and for you for 2017. I want to teach you guys how to read. And so I'm going to speak to this card a little bit so that we can understand what we're looking at here. This is the second card of the Major Arcana. We have 22 cards in the Major Arcana. The very first card is a 0. It is the Fool. And the first card is the Magician. The second card is the High Priestess. She's the female counterpart to the Magician, so she can manifest. But she's the calm, cool, collected priestess. Now, she knows things before others know things. And because, as you can see, she's wearing this Egyptian crown, and this actually, many people have said, is the sign of the pituitary gland. It would be, and interestingly enough, many people believe that the Egyptians had full and complete knowledge of the brain and all of how the brain worked. Now, the pituitary gland would be very interesting if that is indeed what she's wearing, because if it is, that means that she's actually monitoring her consciousness in a big way, and her subconscious, that which is driving her motivations. So she needs to stay in between the shadow and the light in order to do this. She's very centered. Now, for some reason, this type of energy will be very necessary for you, Aquarius, this month. She's standing between the veils, as you can see. There's a secret that she is in need of I guess, disseminating, because this did come up in reverse. And in reverse, we have a magnification of this card. So the intuition of the High Priestess could be gnawing at you. So for Aquarius, there's something that they're feeling in their bones this month. And it's a knowingness that you can't get away from. There's something going on. And so that could mean that if you're in relationship as an Aquarius, it's sort of unnerving a little bit. You're stepping back, and you're very good at doing that, but you're judging what's going on without having all of the knowledge. Now, I'm hearing for some of you, you may have a person, a partner, someone around you who's not only disappointed you, but who is making you a little crazy because you can't really trust them, because you don't really know. They're not completely transparent with you, or they're keeping things to themselves. And in relationship, there's nothing worse. That'll make you completely crazy. So if you're thinking that somebody is perhaps fooling around, there's some dilly-dallying going around, there could be, now maybe it's not dilly-dallying going around, but it might just be they're not telling you everything, or they're holding back. It could be financial. We'll find out. But then again, it's just there's some secret that you know, like you have a sense of what's going on, but you don't have all the information. Up comes the Queen of Pentacles. Again, she's reversed, but let's read her in the upright. The challenge for you right now is to feel like you want to nurture, tend, and provide. So in the challenge position, this tells us that you actually may not want to be sensible this month. And it does point to the fact that you have been sensible in the past, or there has been an expectation for you to be practical, frugal, grounded, available, planting your garden or nesting, making everything beautiful for everyone, and you're just not feeling it this month. You're feeling as if, well, and this can be a magnification as well. We'll learn that the reversals often do point to magnification, can mean that you're overdoing the Earth Mother thing, that you're overly involved in trying to make your surrounding feel lush and peaceful and bright and beautiful with flowers and homegrown vegetables and fruits and that type of thing, or you're just cooking, baking, that type of thing. But making a home and being available, maybe too available perhaps, questioning that, is this where I should be? Should I perhaps maybe be a little more selfish? And so it could go either way, and that's a bit of your challenge. And I know that it's Aquarius is just amazing in terms of every Aquarian friend I have has decorated their homes in the most beautiful manner. Their homes are their stages where they act out their lives, and just such style, Aquarians have. So this may speak to the fact that you might be a little over it actually this month. If you do own a home and you do have a family, maybe you are feeling as if you're a little worn out from the entire thing. But then again, it's back to this High Priestess. There's something that's gnawing at you, or someone is saying to you, get back in touch with what's really going on here, and make sure that you're not ignoring this gut feeling. We've got all reversals. Okay, Page of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so the page can point to either an energy or a child or a young person. And so this child would be a fire sign. This is either a Sag, an Aries, or a Leo. And in the reverse, it's magnified. And so in the upright, this child is very creative. They have a lot of energy. This is the kid who's sporty and competitive, and this can be a girl or a boy. But in the inverse, this child is impulsive, taking you to the mat, telling you off, flashy, into themselves kind of thing. Maybe they're just coming into their own, possibly into puberty. And so that might be why for some of our Aquarians, they're feeling a little taxed. Now, if this isn't a child, if this isn't a child around you or a young person who you work with, this just can mean that there's an energy around you. Someone, and even older people, can take on this type of energy. It's immature. It is all over the place, unpredictable. Like it's, just kind of, you never know when temper is going to explode kind of thing. That's around you this month. And so it's kind of got you on your toes, I see, and not quite knowing what to expect. So that makes sense with this High Priestess, where you're like, hey, I kind of, I know there's something off here, and I'm not exactly sure what it is, and I'm not exactly sure how I can resolve this. But I need more information, really, is what this card is all about. So last but not least, and again, another reversal, which is fine. We're going to read it in the upright, but this is just, it's a lust for life, basically. Again, Wands are fire signs. This is, and you're in Aquarius, so you might have fire in your chart. I wouldn't be surprised. But this is all about grabbing on to the next opportunity and feeling excited also about what you're doing. And it is, again, coming up in the reverse, which means it could be, again, a magnification of that energy. It could mean that you're getting overly excited about everything. But I believe that this means that you've kind of lost zest, perhaps, for, if it's a relationship, you know, there's not, the passion may not quite be there. It can also point to, and I'm just going to say it, it can also point to erectile dysfunction. I also call this the erectile dysfunction card. And sometimes that happens, you know, within relationships. So there might be some of that going on, or there just might not be a lot of time devoted to keeping the passion alive. But if that's happening, and if it, you know, and it does happen sometimes, it's not a big deal, but you might be questioning, this is pretty specific, but if you're in a relationship, you might be questioning that energy if you're in relationship, and you might wonder why and what's going on, and you know, is there a reason for this? Am I not attending home and hearth enough? How can I keep this person at home? You know, or it can also mean that you've lost your zest or lust for that person because you don't feel as if the relationship is completely and totally on track. So this just tells me that there needs to be communication. You might want to just ask these questions. If you're not comfortable doing that, you need to get some information in some way to know that everything is going to work out, because there's nothing worse than not having the information. And again, if you are not in relationship and you're looking for a relationship, pay attention to your to what is important to you on a spiritual level. Don't let that go, because it's very for you to feel whole, completely whole as a spiritual entity. And that if you are practicing any of the metaphysical arts, that you need to come forward and be upfront with whomever you're dating about who you are and what it is that you're interested in, what it is that you do. If you like to watch tarot, if you like to, or if you've thought about getting involved yourself, you like to talk to psychics, astrologers, that kind of thing. To some people, that can be quite a dirty word. So, you know, it doesn't mean that you're ungrounded. It doesn't mean that you're not sensible. It doesn't mean that you're cray-cray or immature. It only means that, you know, you believe more than most do, and that you're multi-layered. And that, you know, you're in tune with your guides, and there's so much more out there that we can't see. But of course, a lot of people will question us, and or we'll even question whether or not we are a little crazy as well. But don't let that influence your dating and getting out there, and just be yourself. And go ahead, and this will revive your lust for life, because it seems as if the high priestess, getting in touch with your own higher self, your guides, your angels, and this is really going to help you reignite that passion and that drive for life. And forget the naysayers. They're not important. I see this Page of Wands reverse. your kids are saying, hey, you're crazy or whatever, just ignore them because they're kids, whatever, you know. They're going to wake up one day and figure out that you're a genius. So there you go. That is your reading, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. And if you'd like to read the tarot, which this reading tells me that would be really groovy for you, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be giving lessons. The first lesson I will give today, I'm looking at the clock. After I finish 3 more readings, I'm going to do the intro to the tarot. So subscribe. You don't want to miss that. I'll post it on the channel. And then every day I will be doing a mini lesson. These lessons are free because you're my beta, my beta students, So we're going to go through everything, and you're going to be able to read for your family, your friends, yourself. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait to do it with you. So there you go. Thanks so much. If you'd like a reading, again, I can't read personally for you because obviously I'm reading for every Aquarius on the planet and in the universe. Go to the channel. You'll see the link below. You can get a reading from me. And I've done plenty of these, and your guides speak super loud. It's amazing, some of these readings. So life-changing. And then again, if you like to pull your moon, your rising, and then your Venus and your Mars so that you can learn a little bit more, watch, you know, those signs as well, sort of round out the reading. I think that's about it. Year-long readings are also posted. You might want to, those links are below as well. You might want to listen to that, see how this ties in. But anyway, have a superb March. And I missed your birthday, so happy birthday. And thanks so much. Thanks for coming back. Bye-bye. Oh my God, I just pushed the button.